Welcome to episode 2 of Dealership Diaries. So Dari, our marketing executive, who normally does these vlogs and all the TikToks and stuff like that, she's away. She went back to Ukraine for a week to see her family. So it's left me in charge of this whole social media stuff, which I hate doing. So it's probably going to end up being pretty rubbish, in all honesty. This sort of week so far, it's Monday, but we've seen a massive decline in inquiries over the weekend, which I think is all down to sort of the news at the moment about fuel prices, the supply of fuel, that there's no diesel. People aren't being able to get diesel and the prices went up. I think it's scaring a lot of people to inquire on vehicles. But we're hoping for that to sort of pass and sort of pick sales back up, really. Though we have had a 30% drop in inquiries over the weekend on the petrol and the diesel cars, we have actually had a bit more interest in the electric cars. That's what we have. So we're looking to try and buy a few more electric cars as well, just to sort of keep her ticking until the fuel prices sort of stabilise again. How's your day going, Ken?
Decent, to be fair. Couple of inquiries, I'm waiting to hear back on them. I've made contact, they just haven't answered. And then had a guy just walk in on the red Corsa we took in Part X last week, and he's bought that. So that's getting MOT'd and serviced hopefully tomorrow. And then we've said we'll drop it down at his and Shields for free. So should be another one off the list later on in the week.
Do you not think the emails and the phones are a bit quieter the past couple of days?
Yeah, I think normally the phone is like the bit that never kind of dies off, whereas now it's
been quiet.
Yeah, it's both.
Because I think it's to do with the
oil,
the fuel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I don't think it's just the motor trade that is struggling with it as well. I think anyone that uses oil really, and any sort of machine involvement industry seems to be struggling at the minute. But
what do you think about Kev? Well,
Do you
think it's definitely went quiet, hasn't it, compared to the...
Yeah. I mean, like I say, the scaremongering in the news and, prices shooting up for not just oil, it's food. Mm-hmm. They've got to run the wagons to deliver, the trains, boats. It's all the same.
I was wondering if electrics were going to do better though. With people might be thinking,
Well, I've just had somebody cancel on an electric. If that counts, strange one, but true. But yeah.
And 2 Auto Trader reserves, which are the worst things.
Yes, because one lady put the wrong telephone number on. The other one hasn't replied back yet, which was just an email, no telephone number.
Only time they're ever good is if someone was like, say someone lived in Durham or like Middlesbrough and they were coming up to see the car, like, I'm jumping in the car now, no bother, do an Auto Trader reserve, because it just means no one can buy it in the next hour while you're coming up, and then if it's not for you, it's dead easy just to reserve the money.
Well, I've just had a lady from Kenilworth in with her husband. She's seen the car, inquired about it, paid a deposit, came up, seen the car, did the application, paid a deposit, comes in, happy with the car, signed her agreement, and she's picking it up later this week.
I think when we get the reserves through the website, they're like very like
the more sincere.
Yeah. You feel like they're going to go ahead. Whereas I feel like the Auto Trader ones, just people seem to
It's too easy to reserve them. And because of that, it's like, it's people willy-nilly, I'll reserve that because I might go look at it later in the week. And then it's like we were saying about how there's nothing to stop other garages now if they've got a car similar to someone else's and that they're going to reserve it and then take it off sale for like the next hour, and then it means that person can't buy that car.
Yeah. Well, your Ford car person, hadn't they had a few reserves, like 3 or 4, all at once? Or which customer
it was a Fiat 500 that I sold the other week, yeah. And she had 2 cars. There was one car that was literally getting prepped, and then they seen ours and preferred ours because I think the one they looked at first had a coolant leak and they were just a bit unsure. But yeah, that was a case of we were on the right end of it for once, but it's so easy just to kind of cart around and think, oh yeah, I'll go for that, and then they don't think about the fact that we literally plan our schedule as a business, as individuals, around these reservations, these people that are saying they're going to buy the cars. It's like, right, so when do you want to come in? I'll make sure I'm free then, and then I can't promise that time for anyone else. And it has a knock-on effect of completely disrupting the business when people back out.
And just to anybody else as well who might have bought that car, so then they can't get that car as well.
And it's not fair on me to take a car off sale that Kev could sell, and vice versa.
Yeah. You're not a fan of the Auto Trader ones, are you?
Definitely not. No. I think they're poor.
And do you know as well, the big companies like Arnold Clark, they've demanded for them to be taken off their auto trader packages, but we have to have them on mandatory. And they've done it for like the big car supermarkets, so the big dealers don't have them on.
Because someone would be getting a backhander somewhere.
I think it's just they're too big of a company to like
upset,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I suppose there is that. They won't rely at all on websites really either, because of they're such a big franchise. It's like, it's not like each franchise has like a specific website, is it? Because I've looked into it, it's like more broad. Because a case of, oh, we've got this car but it's not here, we'll get it brought into you. They move stuff around.
Got, like, their own searching platforms.
Yeah, so Auto Trader is kind of a bit more important for them, just for general advertisement. Whereas for us, we've got our website that I think we get enough off a website as well, to be fair, at the minute.
The Google ads though, I think.
Yeah.
We're spending quite a bit of money now on Google ads. But I definitely don't think Auto Trader's inquiries are anywhere near as good as what they used to be.
They're absolutely useless. For me, I see Auto Trader inquiry, well, sometimes I'll look at the message and then determine whether I obviously do them, but whether I think it's actually a good inquiry or not. Some of when they're reserving them, it's like people just do it for the crack.
You can actually see when they reserve the car, you can see what they've been searching for, and there's been a few which I've seen which came through and they've reserved that car, but they've actually been looking at a completely different car. And
that Range Rover one, that's exactly what that is. Looking at that's some sort of Dacia, like an SUV Dacia, is it? Reserved, and he's reserved a Revoke, yeah.
Completely different cars, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But
there you are, just a little bit of film and just to tidy in the little scratch and some lacquer, what they call a lacquer peel on there. I think she's lived up beside trees, hasn't she?
Plant seeds and that.
But it needs a good scrubbing up.
Hi, what we've got here is a little MX-5. It's got an aftermarket spoiler on, and what's quite typical with these is that they're not sealed properly. So what we've got is a little bit of blebbing on the back of the spoiler, which just spoils the look of it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this back and we're going to attempt to reseal it up and repaint the top of the spoiler to get it looking nice again. There's one or two little marks on the car. It's not that bad for its age, to be honest. There's a little scratch on the front wing, which we're going to do a little smart repair on. So there's that little bit there. It's just glanced and caught something. So what we're going to do, we're just going to refinish the paintwork where the scratch is there, and get that looking nice once again. So we just need to mix the paint up and then start our prep work and get ready to paint.
hello, it's just Ken from Clovelly Cars. Hi, yeah, not too bad, thanks. I've got the S-Class valued up. We could offer you 4,500 part exchange. How much was it you were looking for? So you would retain it, so you just go on the government DVLA portal, retain your plate, and then what would happen is it would go back onto the original plate, so then the old the old Reg's V5 will come back as like a new V5, and then once you've got that, we'd obviously be in a position where we could do the transaction. Normally it doesn't take too long, you probably about 4 or 5 working days. Right, yeah, not a problem. Just give us a call back if you're still interested. Fantastic. Thanks now. Bye-bye. Bye. Problem you've got there is he's got a 14-year-old car which he thinks worth a hell of a lot more money than it is, and he wants $1,000 more than what we've offered Part X, which isn't a sensible thing to do. So we'll see. You might be back in touch, but can't be stupid with Part X prices, otherwise there's no point doing the business at all.
Hello, I'm Eve and I've just bought myself a new car. It's a BMW 3 Series in white. I was in need of a new car and I can say the service here has been absolutely amazing, hassle free, stress free, and I've come out of it with a car, so top service from them.
All got time for this week, but we've got loads happening next week, which will be all in the next video.